Hello, this is a reading for Libra Moon. Libra Moon. We're doing moon readings, so this should make some sense for you. If you want to just take a look at the next time the moon is in Libra, this might be just something that's likely to happen at that time. A prediction for you. And there's also going to be something else for you if you have a Libra moon in your birth chart. Or maybe even a Libra sun sign. Sure. It's daytime today. We're doing readings during the day. That's rare. I'm looking at the clock. It's 3:36. And I have a 33-6 life path, so that's fun. Lots of synchronicities going on. So maybe synchronicity is the first thing. I just have been shown a synchronicity. Personal, and we were reading into somebody's birth chart right before this, so personal synchronicities. 3 of Swords. And then the Lovers. Oh. And the 4 of Cups. Okay. It's the sworn off love. I swear I'll never do that again. Libra energy is one, if I was to speak to a Libra, you'd have to say, Libra, you know better than this. You know better than this. You know that that is not what love is if it broke your heart. I mean, it is in a way, but that's the kind of love that breaks your heart. And that's not what you would encounter in a love that doesn't break your heart. The Lover's card is mostly about the will, the choice, the free will to make the choice. Rather than it being about your definition of love, it's actually revering love as an act of free will. That's something that you involve yourself with. Ultimately, it can be a combination of things. It can be the sun, and it could be the moon. It can be all kinds of aspects in your charts, and it can be what's in the air at the time. It can be the weather, your mood. And ultimately, at the end of the day, none of that stuff matters because you have veto power with your free will choice. It's respect for consent. Never again is the 4 of Cups. Or not right now. The 5 of Wands. You may resonate with being caught up in something it's like caught up in someone's web or net. The Spirit of Pentacles. With somebody who consistently does things that you don't want. Or consistently is going for something that you don't want. I don't want to predict that for you, but I feel like you would resonate with this already. It seems like an ongoing thing. There's something, a message about that individual or that circumstance that repeatedly attempts to give you things you don't want. It's heartbreaking. It's not just things that you're discovering you don't want. It's things that you already had said no to or you're saying no to on repeat. It's like a circle. It's a cycle. No, no, no. And there's this, if there's a consistent effort to approach your no's, Again, we get the strategy. Every once in a while, you might just say yes to be friendly. Ooh, I don't like this at all. I'm getting not a prediction about the timing of Libra moon, but this is like the nature of the prediction. It's got to do with something that just tests your boundaries or is constantly pressing your boundaries or constantly, activating your no. That every once in a while you might stray from having a boundary or having like saying no just to kind of get along with somebody. You might You might allow them, or you might approach them in their attempts just to get along. Ugh. And the message is about that situation. It's in the fire usually, so I'll go over there in the wands. Right now it's in the fire. The Spirit of Swords. I all of a sudden started feeling like headachy. The Five of Swords, yeah. There's an apology for you. I predict an apology for you. There's somebody who has been testing your boundaries, or somebody who has been, just not necessarily violating consent, but attempting to get you to say yes to things that you've already said no to. And there's an apology in the next Libra moon. A genuine apology. There's a recognition, a genuine apology. Now, how do you tell the difference? A genuine apology for this kind of behavior is going to include an awareness or acknowledging that the things that it's basically the way that you fought against it. The way that you fought for your continued basically will to choose, basically keeping your will intact, would break your heart. That the Spirit of Swords is talking, it's like the Knight of Swords, it's a very activated energy, that you've been activated by their attempts. A genuine apology is coming that includes that you've an awareness that you've been activated. That this activates something almost like, I can see why you were so mad. I'm seeing that. I can see why you're so mad. So why would we predict that? I'm not sure, but this is in that timing. Ace of Pentacles, somebody wants to kind of reconcile, or at least repair something with you. They're asking you for a chance on that day. That's a circumstance, isn't it? Ask you for a chance, now what? Four of Swords. Ooh. I hope this goes just like that. The Four of Swords is kind of letting me know that it might not be so welcome from your perspective. That you might not really, or you might be, it's one of two things. Either you're not willing to engage with giving them a chance, or you're basically willing to not engage with the past. Willing to see past the past. There's the Lady of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Can you give me a chance to show you that I've changed, is kind of what is going on here. This really feels like what was the other sign that had kind of that energy of please give me another chance? This is I'm almost giving you like a gentle reminder that a genuine apology acknowledges that the things that you did to hold up your own rights as a human being are justified in a way, or at least it's not the issue. It's not somebody who says, well, you were being a jerk too. Like it's not like that. It's when somebody is acknowledging that they were not respecting your wishes or your choices when they ought to have, then this genuine apology comes with acknowledging as well that it affected you and it affected the way you were being. And then there's something else here. Giving them a chance isn't giving them permission to do it again. Giving them a chance is giving them an opportunity to show you that they understand. Ooh, Libra energy. Next time the moon's in Libra. 10 of Cups. This was what I was sensing. I drew a few cards when I came back from making a tea, and just to kind of settle back into an energy. And it seems like I got this message that there's somebody who really wants to show you that they care about you. And so there's a timing for this where it's ideal for this kind of energy to come in. There is someone who really does want an opportunity to show you that they care, to show you that they understand that the two of you are equal and that you deserve the things that they deserve and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm seeing. That's amazing. Can we bump up the Libra moon? Can we bring the Libra moon in sooner? Please? I'm going to grab one more card. Yeah, Temperance. And it's funny, we had the reading right before this, we did Leo, and was it Leo or Aries? It was Aries, and it was like somebody who had moved past a situation or moved forward from a circumstance, and they basically built their environment out of their experiences. And basically, rather than holding on to all of their experiences and leaving them unresolved, they've actually put things in place in their environment that are based in their experiences or based in their, their will, to assert their will. And this is what this looks like. So unfortunately, I can't go back to the Aries reading and put in the recording that, Aries, take a page from Libra of how to do that. Or maybe Aries, Libra, what this can be is, if you're resonating with this reading, go back to the Aries reading, because the Aries reading is showing what happens when you don't do this. What happens what you're leaving the window open for when somebody doesn't do this. Like, you can do this, and that doesn't mean that somebody else is going to do it. But this is actually you doing it, and then somebody else also doing it. And somebody else getting started to also do it. Somebody else getting started to do that work that you've already been able to do by holding up your saying no, kind of straying from your own boundaries to make peace with people, experiencing what you do as experiencing how that hurts, experiencing how that activates you. And just being in that experience and building your environment, I do sense that this is probably somebody who's not around, because the Temperance is showing me that this is a thing of the past, that you used to do this with somebody, and maybe you stopped allowing them access or something, and there's somebody who's asking for access again so that they can show you that they've changed. The only way that this can happen, the only way that you can allow somebody access to exclusively show you that they've changed, is if you stop doing this stuff over here. We all learn this lesson many times in a lifetime, and every time it's like, oh yeah, remember that thing about how it does nobody any good to... We can fill in that blank. One more card, I think, over here. The Temperance is looking forward to something. Ooh, a lot of things, but mostly the Six of Pentacles. It's looking forward to an environment that once you're in an environment that is guaranteed to kind of disengage with those who are constantly testing your boundaries. Once you've built a nice, shelter for yourself, that's when it's very easy to look forward to what people are about to give. It's kind of opens you up. Like, there's something like the message here is, for that time I'm seeing you have been in an energy of being open to receiving, precisely because you've already taken care of the potential that somebody would take advantage of that. And it's not your fault that somebody would do this, that somebody would test your boundaries, but it is definitely a way to look more forward to what somebody has to offer. If you want to move past something, even with somebody, it would be to discontinue this process of allowing them to cross past your boundaries, or, saying yes when you want to say no. That's about that. I think that's the reading. And so we can look forward to a moment where there's actually somebody who cares about you very much. And you're going to be seeing evidence of that in the very near future. Thanks so much. Come check us out on Twitch. We do live readings there. And check out all the other readings on YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And take much care for the rest of your day.